Continuing our coverage here from Indiana camp, pleased to be joined by BTN.com senior writer Tom Dienhart. He will share three big impressions at every stop on the tour. Let's start with what we saw in Bloomington today. What stood out to you?
Well, defense, Dave. I think that's always been an issue here in Bloomington. Can Kevin Wilson ever develop a good defense? He's on his third defensive coordinator right now. Brought in Tom Allen from South Florida. Is going to run a 4-2-5 scheme, basically a nickel. The back seven, I think, it has a lot of promise. I like the linebackers, Marcus Oliver in particular. But the big key is going to be up front. Can they get better? Can they stop the run? Mark Hagan was brought in from Texas A&M, a former Hoosier defensive player himself. Hopefully he can get that front in shape.
Yeah, that is going to be the big area of concern. And Kevin Wilson has made no bones about it. I mean, he said when he was on the set with us that we don't feel like we have the depth we need at defensive line right now. But hopefully, from their point of view, the back seven can make up for it. So defense is the place where you have to start. And I think historically, given what this program has done defensively or not done defensively, It makes sense to start there. What else jumped out at you?
Yeah, good news offensively. You know, that's always been the real strong suit for Indiana going back years, even predating Kevin Wilson for that matter. This year's offense could be very good, I think. Of course, the line is where it all starts in football. We all know that, and this could be another very good Hoosier offensive line. Dan Feeney getting the reps at tackle. He's a guard by trade, but they're working him on the edge some this year. He's going to be the real bellwether. You know, the last few years I came to Indiana, they said he was the best offensive lineman, not Jason Spriggs. So Feeney is going to really set the tone. And if you have a good offensive line, you have a chance to have a good offense.
Yeah, no doubt. And the offensive line is something where they've continued to get better and better. Spriggs, of course, off to the NFL, and they really feel great about Feeney. He's on just about every All-American list. What's the final thing that you saw that really stood out?
You know, the wide receiving core, one of the best in the Big Ten. We always talk about Michigan. We talk about Penn State. We talk about Nebraska. But this Indiana receiving core could be one of the best in the Big Ten. 3 players back. Each made at least 50 catches last year. It's going to be a heck of a security blanket for the new quarterback. We saw Richard Lago today. We saw Xander Dienhart, the 2 quarterbacks auditioning. Whoever wins that job is going to have a nice set of receivers to throw to this fall.
Hey, I mentioned 3 players with at least 50 catches, one of just 3 teams in the country that can make that claim, Michigan and Florida State being the other 2. All right, Tom Dienhart, BTN.com senior writer. Of course, you can see his stuff throughout the tour on BTN.com, and he'll be with us each and every day with his 3 observations as we head to Columbus tomorrow.